Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Beth from Beth's Kitchen in downtown Silver Spring, Maryland at Lemon Slice Cafe. Today I'm going to show you a recipe that is very dear to my family. This is, it's called Chechebsa, and Chechebsa is eaten at my house every Saturday morning with any tape show. We just, in our pajamas, we just get together, a really yummy Chechebsa with a cup of really sugary tea, and we watch whatever we taped during the week. But Chechebsa is a very popular dish in Ethiopia, and it's usually eaten at breakfast, but it's also served as a snack as well. It's a very simple recipe, but it's a delicious, genius recipe in my opinion. It's made with flour, water. The flatbread is made with flour and water, and that's salt, and that's it. But then you season it with clarified butter and some chili. And that's it, very simple. And let's go, let's do it. I have 2 cups of flour here. When it comes to the flour, you can use all-purpose flour, you can use teff, back home, barley flour, whole wheat flour. You can use any kind of flour that you like. I don't like to use self-raising flour because when you make the flatbread, it becomes fluffy and light. I want my flatbread, my chycha, to be dense and hard, so that way all the butter gets into it, the spice. That's the way I like it. So I have 2 cups of flour here, and I have salt. I say half a teaspoon, and I have a cup and a half water, but I'm just gonna use a little bit at a time and see how much water I need. I don't want it to be too thin, so I'm just gonna work slowly like this and then see how it goes. Okay, but usually I use about a cup and a half. All right, I think I'm gonna need all of my water today. You know, with any kind of flour and water, it's really tricky. It's not always the same, but here we go. All right, at this point, I'll ditch the spatula and I will go in with my hands. I'll just put that little bit left in here. So it's like a loose bread dough, and I heat my pan. It's nice and hot. You need a thick skillet like this so that it cooks slowly. So this is the consistency you need, a loose bread dough. So that's that. So I have a little bit more water here. What I do is I put my finger in here, and then I take it out and I put it in the pan like this. And then I spread it out with my fingers. And there is, I know some people use spatula, but I like using my fingers because this is how I've seen it done all my life. And what I actually like about this process is when you spread it out with your fingers, you kind of leave those little dents. And then those little dents, when it finished cooking on that side, when you turn it around, those little peaks get crispy. And then when you mix it later, they become crunchy, so it adds a texture to your dish. So as you can see, like I'm pressing it with my finger, so like I got a little water, and so I use it so that my fingers are, you know, like free moving. So As you can see, the little dents in there, and when that side is cooked, it will take about, you have to cook it slowly, it will take about 8 to 9 minutes. When you turn it around to cook the other side, all these little dents, picks will get cooked and crispy and yummy and crunchy. It is nicely cooked now on the side, and at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up in small pieces. See, this is what I was talking about. Those little picks get really nicely toasted, and what this does is it would add texture. It will be crunchy in our chechebsa, so it would add texture, so nice. So at this point I'm gonna cut it in small pieces. This is how I do it. I just cut it in small pieces like this. And you know, some people, they just throw it into a food processor and blend it, but I like them nice and chunky and crispy. And some people also make a very thin chycha. Mine, as you can see, is thick, and you can see like this side is crispy and this side is crispy. In the middle you can find some gooey part. So what happens is when I put the berbere and the butter, and then I will smash it, and all this gooey part soaks in all the kibbe, the butter and the spice, and tastes delicious. So, and back home actually what they do is they'll just tear it apart like this and then put it in a pan and then use it that way as well. But I like to cut it up like this, or you can also just serve it like this as a snack, as a flatbread, and then you can just enjoy that. Let's put these in here. And here what I would do is put the clarified butter. I would say like about 3 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon of hot chili as needed, like everybody's different and you can do whatever you want to do. And I put a lot of salt when I make my dough, so I'm gonna taste it and add some dough if I need to. I have a little coriander, kororima. You can use it or not. We use it at my house, so just a tiny little bit for flavor. And then at this point I'll put my gloves on and I will go in and smash it, mix it really nice. See all that butter? Watch this. So you have the crispy part, and then in the middle of that chycha, the flatbread, you have the gooey, so the butter and the spice goes in there. And it becomes one delicious, beautiful dish. And there is so many different versions. This is my version, and I love it. My family loves it. But every home have its own version. It doesn't, there's no, as Ethiopians, we don't usually cook from a recipe. We learn how to cook from our mothers, grandmothers, our aunties, from the village. And everybody's allowed to make their own version, and that's the beauty of cooking, I think. And so you have different version in each house, but basically the basic ingredients are the same. And it's a very calorie dense dish, and it's not something you will eat when you're on diet, but who cares? But it's also once you eat your breakfast, if you have a chechebsa, it will hold you up for a whole day because that butter is nice and delicious. Perfect. And that's how you make a yummy chechebsa. And now I'll take this off, and then we'll put it in here. And I will taste it for salt. It really doesn't need any salt. There was enough salt in the really yummy. Oh my goodness, so good. So you can just have it like this. You can drizzle a little honey on top and it becomes even more delicious. But this is it. This is your Chechebsa, and I hope you'll make it. I hope you'll enjoy it, and thank you so much for joining me again. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I'm gonna take another bite with the honey on top of it. And I could not eat this by itself. I always have to have a cup of tea with it for some reason. I don't know why, but and that's that. So let's drizzle a little honey and taste it one more time. This is not really fair. This is not legal. Really delicious. For some reason, Berbere and honey go well together. End of story. All right, thank you so much. See you soon. Please make Chechebsa.